Well, Poppy, our next guest plays one of the toughest sports because there's no teammates around you. You're on your own.
Yep.
The card's right there at the end of the day. Of course, we're talking about golf. Max McCardle, of course, one of the South Australian golf professionals. Max, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Mate, golf for you. So you started down at South Lakes Golf down at Gawler. What drew you to golf?
I love to play all sports, I guess. I was lucky enough to have an opportunity to go to an after-school come and try golf clinic at South Lakes when I was about 12 years of age, and mate, I just love the challenge of trying to hit the golf ball, trying to hit it long.
It's still a challenge now, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it, that a sport can just hook into you and you find it hard to let go. 20 years on, nearly, from that first day on the come and try, you're still trying hard and you're around the mark. What intrigues me about golf is just the minute mistakes that can make all the difference over 4 days of play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's anything can happen. You sort of, so many uncontrollables when you're playing golf. I guess you just try and control what you can, but a bounce here or even a tee time in the afternoon when the wind gets up can really affect how your week unfolds.
Actually, 2010, you were the South Australian Amateur Golf Champion. You captained South Australia in the golf. Then you decided to go pro. Was it a hard decision to go pro?
No, not really. I tried to go pro in 2009 and missed my card. I was pretty disappointed. So 2010 was another opportunity to sort of work hard and play the amateur events and try and get better. So there was always the goal of turning professional, and 2010 I got through and moved on and have pushed hard ever since.
A couple of weeks ago, Max, we had a couple of young kids in here, teenagers of +3 and +1, and they're toying with the idea of being professional. I think one was going to college in the US, one was staying here. Tell us about that journey from teenager to 30, that 10 years, because even at 31 you're probably starting to hit your peak with 10 years experience behind you.
Yeah.
But take us through that youthful enthusiasm to the reality of professional golf.
Well, my story is probably a little different. I worked full time and did a mechanical trade after high school.
We've got some work for you after.
Yeah. So
that's good.
And it was with my my dad in his workshop down at Goolwa, and I said to him, look, I want to do a trade and get something behind me, and if I still have a passion to play golf, and at the end of it, if it's still competitive enough and I'm hungry to do it, I want to walk away and give it a crack. So probably about 21, 22, I sort of made a decision to move down to Adelaide.
Yes.
And I decided to give it everything. Like if I'm going to do it, I'll do it properly, and sort of was working full-time hours as a golf amateur, trying to improve to get better. And so I was probably a little bit later, but kids, I think any guys, any teenagers that want to have a crack, if they work hard, the opportunities they've got now to excel and do really well are great with a lot of programs around the country.
Yeah. Max, when you talk about work hard, once you've made the decision, and good on you to get something behind you for after golf, well, hopefully you'll make that much, it won't matter, but to go from playing when you could fit in around work to full-time golf, what's an hour, a week look like leading into a tournament which you're at next Monday?
Not much. Honestly, I don't know how I used to do it. I mean, I played at an okay standard. I thought I did.
Yes.
And that was out in a small country town. But once I came down to the city, I realised that I was actually a fair way off the mark, and I had to, if I wanted to do this, I had to work hard to.
So when you say
improve.
work hard, though, you suddenly don't go out and hit 1 million golf balls. You don't.
No, it's the whole everything. Practice properly. Work on techniques. It'd be 4 to 8 hours a day, grinding away, trying to improve.
Psychology,
diet,
all
psychology.
of those things that people don't see outside the excitement, the glamour of playing.
Getting your body right. I didn't realise how poor my body was for golf. Trying to improve flexibility, strength in certain areas. You get yourself into bad habits, probably, especially leaning over cars and playing other sports.
And this is serious. If I play with my mates and I'm wanting to hit a 2 or 3 foot putt and there's $20 on the end of it, I get bloody nervous because I don't want to miss that putt. But when you're putting for tens of grand, how do you feel?
No, you don't really think about it. You just sort of you can't think about it. If you think about it, you're gone.
That's maybe why I can't putt.
Maybe.
You think putting's your only problem? He's talking himself up something shocking.
I mean, a lot of efforts or a lot of practice is done, sort of just competitive practice against yourself, you know, and a lot of drill work and, you know, putting yourself under pressure to execute putts, and especially for when you do have to do it, so that your process and routine is just automatic when you are under pressure.
Yep. So you've got a coach, Max, but you're based in South Australia. Tommy Meyer, your coach, is from Queensland. Just tell us how that works.
Yeah, well, we travel through Brisbane a bit through the year, so, you know, any time I am going through, I'll sort of vacate a couple of days where I can go up and spend probably 2 solid days with him, probably 3 or 4 times a year, and we just put in a lot of work in that period, and then I come away and work on it myself. And any dramas, it's sort of, you just give them a phone call or send a video.
I'm reading here, 2016 Emirates Australian Open, Royal Sydney Golf Club, Spieth wins the Open. You're one of 6 South Aussies playing. Didn't make the cut, but what's disappointing is you get so close that once you're in the game, you anything can happen. This is the interesting thing about golf, but you're a bee's back leg away from making it.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing actually. I got off to a really good start Thursday arvo on the front 9, and then the wind got up and the back 9 played pretty strong, but felt like I played really well. You know, missed probably a bunch of putts from sort of 4 to 10 feet, and then didn't make much over 10 feet, and all of a sudden you're going home, and you're pretty disappointed because you feel like you've played well enough to be around the leaders, which were only, you know, -7 when I finished Friday arvo, so they're only sort of 7 or 8 shots ahead of me. And
after 36 holes.
After 36 holes, you still got the weekend to go. So
and we're talking about one of the world's best players right at the minute at the moment too, in Spieth. You're 7 shots off after 36 holes, and you don't get to play the last 2 days. It's a cruel game. And I should just make mention before we go too of sponsors, because sponsors for blokes that are relying on winning are crucial. Yeah,
absolutely. I've been fortunate enough to get some good sponsorship and some good help from Revolution Roofing and Colourborn Blue Scope, and they've really helped me, you know, pursue my dream and keep pushing hard to get where I want to get to.
Yeah, well, Max, it sounds like the best is still to come, mate. 31 years of age. Most golfers start to 33, 34, start
You've still got to wait 2 more years, mate, but just be patient.
Patience, that's it.
Max, appreciate you coming in. Stay with us. Still a little bit more to come.